So today I'm doing maintenance on my Cub Cadet ZT1 50 Zero Turn. I've taken the floor out already, which is over here. The mower deck appears to have just enough surface rust on it for the POR-15 to stick. POR-15 does not stick to paint, only to rust, which is why it stands for paint over rust. So all you really need to do to apply POR-15 is give it a very light wire brushing and brush it on. So in addition to the deck maintenance, I'm going to put new blades on it. The mower currently has 100 hours on it. So I'm going to do the tune-up, 2 spark plugs. The air filter is there. Definitely needs cleaned. The oil filter is down there. Simple enough. What's great about this is that the drain, you actually have that hose that comes down here to a plug. So easy day there. The hydrostatic drive transmissions on these supposedly are not serviceable as far as changing the fluid. I did watch a YouTube video where somebody took a sucker pump and sucked the old hydraulic fluid out and actually did change it. That will be a job for another day. I think I'm actually going to do that, even though the hydrostatic transmission is working fine. One note on engine oil. Of course, right there is the standard. It's actually a 20W50, I believe, with a zinc additive. Last time I changed the oil, I ordered a 5-quart pack off of Amazon, and I believe I used 2. So I'm going to have enough oil for that. I do still have to order the fuel filter. I think that is just about it. The mower deck comes off very easy. You have an attachment point right there. One just like it on the other side. And this attachment point in the front. And then of course the belt just slides off the back and you pull the mower deck out the side. Very simple to service. The center floor here is great for access to the top of the mower deck and the pulleys and the springs. It comes out with just that singular bolt. If memory serves me, I bought this mower in 2019. It's been very good. If you have a traditional lawnmower riding tractor type, definitely look at one of these. It cuts the mowing time easily in half, if not more. Just the wasted time that on a regular mower that you use on the turns, etc. This thing is very fast. The cut is very good. And I think that's really all I have to say about it. When I bought this, I had actually gone to Home Depot to buy a Toro. and I'd researched the Toros. Didn't really look too much at the Cub Cadets. I saw this mower at the same price point, sitting next to the Cub Cadet, and just the way it's made with the steel tubing, the construction of this compared to the Toro and other brands I've seen is phenomenal. The seat folds forward to give you access to the battery, the tank, and some of the springs. One thing that's very interesting is there is a label here that has all the part numbers for everything you need to service it. If anyone has any questions on this mower, feel free to drop it down in the comments. I do keep it stored inside, but my yard is pretty rough, and it does a great job. I typically store it in my car trailer over there, which when I'm not hauling anything in, which is very rarely, anything that's in my garage that's on wheels, I keep in there. The lawnmower, my engine crane, some other things. Anything that's on wheels that I don't use often and don't want in the way. So with that being said, when you buy your POR-15, they sell these small cans in 6-packs. It is rather expensive. It's more expensive to buy the small cans than what it is the large quarts or larger. I know from experience that once you reseal a can of POR-15, you will never get the lid off without damaging the container. So with that being said, I buy the quarts. I got 2 more left out of the original 6-pack that I purchased a while ago. So pretty much this is it in the form that I buy it in. So that being said, I don't even open up the POR-15 unless I'm gonna sacrifice an entire can. So I POR-15'd my DR mower deck, and I actually cut some metal out and welded new 1/8" steel in, and then POR-15 the bottom. I decided to get ahead of this one. You really can't POR-15 them when they're new because they got a painted surface. So you do need to get just a little rust buildup on the deck. And it looks like in the case of this one, I'll give it just a little more cleanup in another blast with the air hose. But it looks like this one is perfect for treating with POR-15, and that will encapsulate all the rust and seal it in from moisture. So with that being said, I may come back and show you the finished product. The paintbrush that you use for this will not be cleanable, so a 2-inch paintbrush is perfect. I didn't have one that I wanted to sacrifice, so I have a 1-inch, which will work just fine. So I'll come back after I get a coat on it and let you guys see what it looks like. Okay, the first coat of POR-15 is on. Earlier in the video, as you probably noticed, I had forgot to take the mulching attachment off. So I got that off, cleaned it really well. got the first coat of POR-15 on. Normally I would call it done, but I still have more than enough there for a second coat, so I think I will do that. I am avoiding, for the most part, some of the spindle bolts. Those are typically hard enough to get out. But if I ever have to change a spindle, I'm really not too worried about the bolt breaking off in the spindle, because again, I'll be putting a new spindle in with new bolts. So one thing to know about POR-15, if you get it on your skin, it's not coming off. It has to wear off. These little drops that I got on the floor of my garage are there forever. It is very thin as well. As you can see, I have some runs here. So POR-15 will run very easily, especially if you are trying to put it over on paint. Again, it's paint over rust is what POR stands for. And the 15, I believe, was just like WD-40, the 15th formula before the patent was finalized. So that is that. The blades I will be putting back on this are what is listed there. The second blade down, the extreme blade, which is 94205-052X. And if you look here, 74205-052X. This is a mulching blade. It's their extreme duty. A little pricey. I believe Amazon currently has them at $99 for the set of 3. Got the others over here. So very easy job. This kind of full maintenance, again, I'm doing pretty much everything. I do that about every other year. This mower, again, has 100 hours on it, which isn't much. So the maintenance I do, like the maintenance on everything, the maintenance I do on this is probably overkill. But it is, or it was when I bought it, a $3,200 machine. So really, I'm just protecting my investment, I think. POR-15, great product. There's some other copycats out there. I have no experience with any of the generic copycat POR-15 products. One thing to note about POR-15, it does go on and dry shiny. It is paintable. It has no UV protection. A lot of folks will use them on frame rails of cars. It's great for that. A lot of people will paint their rusty fender wells with POR-15. It's great for that. If you're going to put this on anything that receives any UV, you need to put another coat of paint on it that has UV protection in it, or shoot a coat of clear. What I'm going to do while I got the mower deck off is I'm going to take the gloss black Rust-Oleum paint and paint the rest of it. So I think that's going to wrap up my maintenance on the Cub Cadet Zero Turn Mower. I know this video has been a lot of talking and not that much work, but all that's left is simply pulling spark plugs, gapping them, putting the new ones in, changing the air filter. What's neat about the Cub Cadet is they do put a thumb screw on the air filter clamp. That's kind of neat. So I see no reason to film any of that. It's very simple to do, and if you need help with any of that, feel free to comment. I'll be glad to help you out. But I think if you're watching this video, you probably know how to change spark plugs and a fuel filter and an air filter. So with that being said, I'm going to get back to work. You guys have a good rest of your day. Okay, the second coat of POR-15 is on. Still just a little tacky, but the instructions say to apply 2 thin coats and wait 4 to 5 hours in between coats. I waited 4 hours, applied this coat a little over an hour ago. It is a little thicker than the first coat, but that's fine. Again, the POR-15 hardens up and really is not usable once you crack the little can. So I forgot to soak the little 1-inch brush that I put the first coat on in acetone. I forgot to soak it when I went into the house. So I came back and it was, as hard as a stick. So threw that away, grabbed another brush. So don't use your best paint brushes on this job because they truly are disposable. Harbor Freight sells a pack of like 10 2-inch paint brushes for like $12. That's the way to go. So this was a easy job. I think I'll get many more years out of this mower deck, and it's really going to be kind of sealed off from moisture now. So I recently looked at my DR mower deck that I did, I don't know, 5-6 months ago, and it looks perfect. So I'm sure this will be the same. For the sides, since I had the mower deck off, I just went ahead and hit that with some Rust-Oleum Gloss Black, and that's about dry as well. Got the new blades on, the new mulching blades, so this job is in the books.